It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control, and if you can take it, it's all about you.
Hey guys, KillJack270 here. The subject of this video is to review this game. Coming. There you go. Shift to Unleash. And there's the back of that game, as you can see. And to tell you the truth, I was looking at the IGN reviews of this title, and they were not wrong. It is pretty much like the most violent racing game you can get on the PS3. I mean, for example, you know, you got those, like Monza has that long straight by the finish line and the start line. So if you hit your max speed on that line, and then say like you brake too late for the corner, you go straight off forward, hit a tyre wall or tyre barrier, whatever they're called. But yeah, so you still have some realistic damage on it, so which is not bad. But the other thing is in this game you get things like, you know, say like you're doing the drifting, which is the most hardest thing. So it's like you're sliding across like that. Sorry about the action there, but you know, that is the most hardest part of the game, the drifting challenges, because they are just it's impossible if you're a beginner, to be honest. So yeah, that's yeah, that was the drifting part covered. But as I was saying, just to add to that drifting bit, sorry, I forgot to mention what I forgot to mention was, say like you're going around the corner at high speeds, but say like you go off the track, but then you see the whole car about to tip over. The whole car tips over. There's like a whole cinematic where the whole car's just rolling and all the panels and all that are flying off the car. And you're just left there with the main, you know, just main frame of the car, a few bits of the body left on it. But you know, one of the wheels comes off. But once it resets to the track, you're just left with a battered old, totaled car, really. But this car's got loads of licensed cars in it. I mean, I'm not sure how many it says. Just checking on the box here. It's, no, it doesn't say. But there's like a well, the car I started off with was basically the newer version of the car I've got now, which is a Volkswagen Golf. But I've got the Mark IV, and this one you've got the Mark V. So yeah, well, it's a good car though. I mean, I've had it for 2 years, and well, 2 years in May, and it's not giving me any bother. 15-year-old car, and it still hasn't given me any bother. Sorry, I digress. But moving on back to the subject at hand, which is this game. And yeah, so as I mentioned, you know, you go off the track, and it's like you get to a point where the car tips over, and then the whole thing just flips around, handles fly off, you know, like I just mentioned. Sorry if I sounded a bit repetitive on that, but yeah, that game is just thinking. It's like when that happens to your car, you're like, shit. Honestly, it's like I did that one of the drifting challenges a few days ago, and that actually happened to me. And then all of a sudden, that actually happened when I was doing while I was doing a drift, and then I went, shit. So you know, well, some of the challenges are hard in the game because you got to deal with certain racetracks and that. But the other thing in that game is you can unlock more cars, you know, more licensed cars. So I guess at that point, but on the PS3, as you can see, I've got the DualShock 3 here. Just there you go. You can see DualShock 3. So this one came with my Slim PS3. I've got the one which I bought separately from my old PS3. But, yeah, I bought that one, but I hardly use it because what's the point of having 2 DualShocks? I mean, I'm not gonna use them both, but you know what I mean. So well, unless I get family over, you know, family visiting and that, if they want to play the PS3, so they can, you know. Sorry about the noise in the background. That's just my fan running because I don't want to switch it off because otherwise my PS3 will get too hot. So yeah, so that's basically from one of my earlier videos, from when I uploaded that Attitude Era Kane video. That's what the noise in the background was. So yeah, but on the total, this game I'll give it a total rating of what should I give it? Say about 8 or a 9 out of 10. There are certain features which would need a bit polishing on it, which would be, you know, the drifting, where they could give you like helpful hints while you're doing the drift, so you know you're not gonna spin out, or you know. So basically, I'm just hoping, if any of you are planning on buying this game, I'll go out and buy it. Because as you can tell from the back of the box there, so you can see. I'm not sure if you can see that clearly. What it says: online features and bonus content, online pass. As you can see, I was lucky enough to pick this game up pre-owned, and the online code was never used, so I got online pass free of charge, which is not bad. So how many youth games can you get which have got, an online pass but has never been used? Very rarely you can get that. So anyways, this video is dragging on now, guys. So sorry I kept you waiting on that. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
And if you can play it, it's all about pain. And who's gonna make it? I am the game you don't wanna play.